There you are. How's that for continuity? Same tourist. Same distinctive coat. There we are. Move outside the white box. It's the second one he's had to deal with. First one being at the end of part 1. This is part 2, people. The patient bro with the hat is like, hold on. Oh, awkward. What did he say? There's no staring match. Oh, you're actually staring at the side of the guy's head. Straight in the box. He's about to get told off. Oh, is he? Surprisingly not, actually. Maybe the trooper gave him a get out of jail free card. Trying not to look vexed. Holding her anger in. This group are all friends, so I think that will be the only one that goes over the line. It's like one of those Easter days, folks, remember? Hair, makeup, act a friend, smile. She got a good picture. She's happy. There are people on the other side as well, but just not as many, so I'm not moving it so much to the other side. I'm trying to focus on who is the most interesting tourist and who's more likely to march straight into the box. Pickpocket's paradise this morning. Checking my pocket even though it's zipped up. Front row seat, guys, to the tourists. I will stay in this spot until we get the continual flow stopping, then I'll move. A prayer for the horse. You know, this bro just stood right in front of her. Okay, these ladies got their private security guard, Alfredo, his name is, behind in the aviators. Alfredo will move any other peasants aside that get in their way. And now he's got his own photo op. Alfredo's a good-looking boy, actually. What do you think, ladies? Good smile. Owned it. He's trooper, that is. Look, he's got a brilliant ability to gaze down to the left corner of his eyes and see where people's feet are stood. Salute over here. Top man. And still they come. This feels the most like 2024 so far this year. I think it's a good indication of what we can expect during the Easter holiday, guys. Something's coming through. Probably actually that we're working at the palace. First child sacrifice of the day. He's like, no, I'll eat my vegetables, I promise. It's one of the steadiest processions of people for a patron we've had in weeks. In fact, definitely the steadiest of this year so far. I think this chap's probably our best, best and dressed, a bit of a mouthful, best dressed tourist thus far today. I like how some people sort of edge their way out of the gate, you know, just very slowly. I wonder actually, I've never counted before, but I wonder in a 1 hour video, if there's a continuity of people arriving like this, how many pictures that would equal. I'm guessing in the region of 200 to 300. Bearing in mind, sorry, that it's both sides of the box. Fairly consistently. Oh, she's back. This time with bag. That's a good picture actually. Look, the girl just got with the horse looking right at her. Oh, these ladies are being told off by their partner about the fact they're in the box. Ta-da! Smiles are a bit too forced. Right, bing bong, gatesman, any moment. We should, in theory, all being well, have a gatesman-chitsman changeover during the course of this part 2. The 1 o'clock changeover. I mean, I can't promise, folks, that I'll still be rolling them. Oh, she's right in the box. Squished into the corner of the box, curiously. But not dramatically so. This horse is absolutely chill as a cucumber. Okay, there's our gatesman. Got the nod. So back in he goes. Couple more tourists here, and I think we'll head to the other end, guys. Don't really like standing in one spot for more than about 10 minutes max. Oh, here we go. Trooper just about to tell them. For some reason decided not to. I think, to be honest, he's very reluctant to raise his voice, particularly with how many people are filming. She's got a super picture of the horse. Look at that. Pictures of the day right there. She looks like she's holding the horse's head in her hands. Godfather style. Oh! I'm not sure why this lady. She's got tears, hopefully of joy. I'm not sure why that was hilarious, but she didn't get to touch the horse, which is what matters. What's his final move? This is what the trooper is dealing with, guys. It's a lot of people. Oh, little bro. Oops. Maybe, guys, I can't even back out where I'm standing. Completely surrounded. Back again, the most manicured man on earth on the left. I think we're going to end up standing here for a bit longer photos. I mean, the second it gets quieter, a whole new deluge of people turn up in the yard. Boom, it starts all over again. It's funny, guys. I had a spam on either side. Two ladies that TikTok live. They never say a word. Just stand here like androids. I was waiting for one of them to say something about me narrating or speaking in the video, and you can imagine what my response would have been, can't you? Oh yes. If you don't want to hear my voice in a video, move away. Problem solved. Or even better still, don't come back. Problem permanently solved. Okay, so a little bit of a wander in the yard. Oh, hold on. This lady, this girl, is talking to the trooper. I wonder what she's asking him. I will ask her in a minute what she's asking the trooper. Very curious. What do we think, guys? Now, interestingly enough, wait, English girl. One second. He wasn't ignoring. He wasn't ignoring you. They never like answer kind of.
I know. He nods and goes like this when I ask him questions.
Ah, so he was like giving you like non-verbal responses. Yeah. He got lucky.
What did you ask him?
Yeah. What did you ask him?
I asked him, do you love your job? I said, can you use your sword on people? He said no. He said, do you love your job? He said, and and then when I say hi, he goes.
Ah, hey, maybe you're in there then. I mean.
He's going to be a royal guard. Do you think he loves me?
I mean, I couldn't possibly. I mean, I don't even know if he's married. So. Good luck there, yeah. She, bless her, the young girl, not young. I mean, she's over 18. English. I think, with a can in her hand, she had a bit to drink. Not a lot, but a little bit. And I'm not saying for a moment she's drunk because I didn't smell alcohol, but she's in a good mood. Let's just put it that way. So she got some non-verbal responses, which actually makes her luckier than 95% of the people that we have spoken to here. There she is. Okay, she's doing an outfit change now, possibly to try again and get his number. 1 second. I mean, they're an interesting group actually. There were 4 of them, a couple of guys and a couple of girls. But she was the only one brave enough to come over and speak to him. And to be fair, the questions that she asked him, do you like your job, do you use a sword, etc., they're not rude questions. And there was no one filming her or taking pictures while she was doing that at the archway. In other words, it was not some kind of TikTok or some kind of vanity project or whatever. She, I think, had a genuine interest in trying to communicate with the trooper. And we've seen many times before that ladies have popped their number into the boot or occasionally have caught the trooper's eye. Nothing wrong with that at all. However, he's at work. But then again, I guess it comes down to each individual trooper's preference about whether they want members of the public to be, communicating or trying to communicate with them. It's a tricky one. Oh, hold on, she's back. Right. Yeah, she got a nod actually. Wait, that was really interesting. Wait, let me give her the heads up. Hold on. What you can do, if you've got a piece of paper and a pencil or pen or whatever, some girls, ladies, do drop their phone number in the guard's boot. I'm not. Oh, bro. Dude, you took that well. I assume, sorry, it happens here so often with girls, ladies coming along and dropping numbers in the guard's boots when they're talking to the guard. So apologies if I misunderstood.
So you can actually get that close to them. So you just drop it.
To be honest, it mainly happens at the front when the guys are on the horses, because then obviously it's very easy to quickly just drop. Sometimes over here, but to be honest, any other tourist I've ever seen going into the archway there gets immediately told, get out of the arches. So obviously he thought that you were being respectful and polite, and he didn't raise his voice to you. So you're like me, you're very tolerant and chill, no? It's the best way to be. Anyway, enjoy, girls, yeah? I felt so bad for the bro. Her boyfriend was there. He went like bright red like a tomato. But then, if she's asking the guard these questions and going up close, one would automatically assume she's got a soft spot for the guard. I mean, he's a good-looking chap. Almost got myself into a very sticky situation there with the boyfriend. Lucky he was a good guy. But why, though, we must ask ourselves, folks, did the guard not tell her to get out of the arches? That's one of the most curious things I think I've seen here. Wait. Goodness gracious, it's absolutely rammed. Okay, let's actually not go back to this end. Let's go to the other end. That certainly was a curious oddity. Really nice to talk to the group though. They were very friendly. And she was absolutely a lady. But the boyfriend, damn, I felt bad then. That had been me with my girl here. That would have been super awkward actually, to be fair. Oh wait, she's back. I didn't even realise.
Look at the paparazzi here. Photographs of us.
Oh, hold on a second. I don't recognise this trooper. Okay, I'll try not to put a boyfriend in the... Oh, bro, just now. The blondie over here. She's talking to the guard in the arches. He's responding.
Yeah, we can't show him like we're on.
The blondie here, the English girl. And then she walked into the archway, and he also was like, he didn't say her to get out. So I obviously went over and said to her, look, if you're really into it, put your number in the boot. And then she said, I've got a boyfriend. Her boyfriend. So it's right there. Her boyfriend's the bro over there in the black top behind her. Yeah, but even so, he went bright red. I didn't know it was... No, this is it. Yeah, it's very clear, yeah. Wait, you're considering... I don't need to, it picks it up perfectly. It's close enough. I did think about getting like a road to stick on there, but nah, I think it'll fall off. It's not worth it. My 25 is actually being delivered today. Yeah, 25 Ultra. I got the little, actually it's at home, the ring as well. The ring is really good, that ring that pairs with the 25. I can't just steps, yeah. Yeah, they're obviously having a bit of relationship trauma now. Look, the bro is not talking to his girlfriend after that. But to be honest, she was super flirting with him. Wait, is that already today?
Yeah.
That's actually pretty damn good already.
Yeah, I do.
It's easily going to be at 10 to 15 then, like something like that. What was that? Was that a pizza day? What was the 600 one?
No, I was in the hospital.
Ah, okay, that's a good reason for not walking.
When I went to South Africa,
50? What, did you walk from Cape Town to Joburg or?
the right. So,
Ah. I think this is the best dressed guy we've ever seen. Look at his eyes. This guy's got really unusual eyes, no?
I've been with the Facebook, you know, I just have a lot Yeah.
Is this a new car? I swear this is a new car. I don't recognize it. It is or isn't a new car? No, but I'm saying, is it a new car? I don't think I've ever seen it. I don't recognise her. Okay, that's interesting, folks. Yeah. Okay, this is really interesting. I'm glad I came to this end. Oh, goodness me. I've had a few awkward moments here, folks, but nothing as awkward as that. I'm hoping they're going to come up for pictures in a minute. Oh. We'll see. I don't know what sort of response we're going to get at this end. And for the moment I can't grab the horse's hoof number either. It's like a 3-digit job to me though. When you compare how many people are here today to how many people are actually going close to the horse, it's probably less than 1%. It's a very odd phenomenon that we've got these days. But I think like that American woman said as we came out just now, she was a little bit kind of media shy. I think part of the reason that so many people are filming the tours just don't want to get on camera. Any minute we're going to hear the bell again and the trooper leaving. It's really building up again in the yard, folks. I think everybody that went out for a walk today is at some point coming to horse guards. Come on, tourists. They're being super reluctant, have you noticed? On y va? Right. Gatesman, folks, any moment. That's now the gatesman probably like, damn it, she's not single. Okay, here he comes. I'm not moving from this spot, people, no matter what happens. What do I mean by that? I mean this is a good spot, a good angle to film from as he approaches. Especially as this family have only just noticed he is approaching. Lucky this photographer lady is not quite standing. Oops. He really is an outstanding gatesman, isn't he, this trooper? Look at how many people are coming through into the yard as he goes back to his post. He doesn't actually need to shout because he's naturally got a very authoritative voice. He just needs to speak and people listen to him. He's got the stature, the authority, and he's definitely got the walk under control. This is one of the busiest scenes I think we've seen in the yards. Look at this. What the flip? Spanish, massive Spanish group. absolutely giant Spanish group, and tons more people coming through the tunnel as well. I know what you're thinking, guys, because I'm thinking the same. Oh wait, bro, sorry, careful. That guy's just having a game of football next to me. Against the wall, which is curious. Yep, a little game of football here at Horseguards. That's it, yeah, don't worry guys, just kick the ball against the wall. Sorry, somebody just crashed into me there. It was actually his fault, not mine, but might as well say sorry and put my hands up. Where are they going? What is it with people going into the archway today? Look, what the flip? Bro, just like what? Exactly, yeah, pull them back. Amigo passed the ball. He can't be that stupid. Surely he's not going to be stupid enough to kick the ball under the chain to the trooper. We've seen some stupid things here before, but that would probably be the single most stupid thing ever. Okay, the group, the leader of the group is telling them, get out and stop being disrespectful. What is this kid doing? What's this? Like what? Flip me out, just there's one adult with this bunch of clowns, honestly, like what? What the flip? Unbelievable. A lot of people there open-mouthed at that, thinking like, what on earth are they doing? Why are they just marching in and stuff? Crazy, eh, folks, to be honest. That was really uncomfortable. The trouble is, when it's this busy, the police wouldn't be able to see what was going on. I was absolutely convinced that he was going to kick the ball under the chain or go around the edge and try and pass the ball to the guard. Can you imagine? What the flip? If anybody could translate, please, folks, what the kid was saying when he had the ball, that would be much appreciated. And it would also help massively with context. I don't want to sort of paint something as being black if it's white in terms of they were rude, because I don't know that they were. It just certainly appeared that was a bit inappropriate to be having a little game of mini football here in the yard. Wow, it's actually busier in the yard now than at the front. However, we will head back to the hunt. I don't think I've ever actually spent as much time accidentally filming one gatesman since the gatesmanator was here, and we're going back a long long time. Actually thinking about it, since the gatesmanator was here, what are we talking? 4 months, 3-4 months. He will be back at some point, but that point, folks, is not known to yours truly. I tell you what, if he doesn't appear by Easter, I'll message him and ask him where he is. How about that? Right. I don't think actually, since last summer, I've seen this many people filming. There are at least 20 to 30 today. A hell of a lot. That's an observation, guys, not a criticism. The little bro in the back is not lost. You've waited a long time for this picture. It's a good picture. I'm bummed, folks. We'll get to see you a bit closer. I honestly think that because there are so many, the troop has given up. I'll tell you when to get out of the box. The time between now and the end of the video, I think we'll split it 50-50 and then head in to the yard for the changeover, because we've got a double change at 1. And that's the first 1 o'clock changeover that I would have filmed in a good while, straight in the box. How beautifully she sidestepped that and kept her composure as a lady. Love it. Very impressive.
Za mną.
So there goes. I'm just sort of deciding actually where to point the camera because it's mayhem. I'm completely surrounded. So even the little kids can figure out the fact that there's a line there. It's quick, isn't it? It's squashed him. Oh, wait, now one's always saying, I want this guy to go away. Oh, she meets the guy in green.
Do you want guys to...
Very, very, very wholesome, folks, today, honestly. Not only in part 1, I mean, yes, a lot of people did get told to get out of the box, but exceptionally wholesome on the whole. People just outside enjoying the fact that it really is a very, very pleasant day. I think, guys, I need to get some sleep. I like his hoodie, get some sleep logo. I've seen that before. Terrified of the horse. I would be thoroughly amazed if not one single person was pickpocketed here at some point today. Because wow, 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 is it busy. She's nervous. Lady waiting to her to her left is probably the best dress we've seen so far. So it's a very elegant outfit. I'm still sort of peeking out of this side of my eye through the fence in case anything else happens in front of the gatesman. This will be the last tourist for the moment at this end. I think we need to pay a little bit more attention. This horse is really, really focused on the camera though. He's definitely listening to what I'm saying. Oh.
Hello.
Why would you take your kid and pretty much put his head in the horse's mouth. The thing is, the second I think that it's time to move, another interesting character comes along. Oh, that impatient clippy clopping by the horse. But you know what, folks, this horse is not a quitter. Incidentally, now that there's no one right next to me, I'm pretty sure from the list earlier on, when I mentioned the horse's name beginning with V, I'm reasonably sure, 95% sure this is Vulcan, this horse. If not, I apologise, but I seem to remember reading it as Vulcan. Oh, he's having a bit of a yawn. Look at this. Like, Vulcan. Quite a name, eh, guys? Everyone else, every other person that is either Italian or Spanish here today. Massively eyeballed by the midget contingent of spammers today. Goodness me. I'm getting yesterday vibes, folks, at the moment. Like real yesterday vibes. Now, marching back in the yard, please, I'm definitely enjoying the sunshine. Almost as much as these tourists, or this group of tourists, seem to be enjoying the presence of the guard. Now, I'm not going to focus here for two reasons. One, they're not doing anything wrong. And two, police are to my right. So we'll ignore that for the time being. I see not doing anything wrong. We know how quickly that can change. And they're still coming through. Still tourists flowing through the tunnel. Look. Extraordinary thing, eh? And as if by some sort of miracle, we get horses coming this way. Oh, that's unsettled the other horse who's trying to talk to these two. Look at this. Wow. Right into the camera. Beautiful, eh? Absolutely fantastic. A wave to our MOD colleagues. Glorious weather. Bro, I seriously thought you retired like David. I didn't see you for like, what, 2 months? Sort of. What, you just like take it easy these days. Just maybe after maybe 3 months if I can be bothered or. You got a good approach. I wish I was more like you, to be honest. You missed it or not? I think we're here, being here. Yeah. Honestly. But are you surprised at how many more people there are now than that? It's just like, why are there 50 people? Yeah. Big difference, eh? It's still pretty chill, though.
I'm just like, feels like starting from the zero, from the beginning.
It feels like that, yeah. And to be honest, in some respects, yeah, after a long time, I was only away for 2 weeks, and when you come back on that first day, it's a little bit like, oh wow. Yeah. You kind of get out of the rhythm of doing it, no? But it's good to see you back. The only person still missing kind of is Harris. Yeah. He's very rarely here.
Harris,
I saw him a couple of weeks ago, but he's rarely here these days. Oh, hold on, perfect timing, guys. I didn't even realise the gatesman was emerging. He's had an absolutely outstanding morning, hasn't he, this gatesman. It's going to be a pity to see him leave, actually, when we hit 1 o'clock, which is in 15 minutes, would you believe? My. Actually, the video is going to finish pretty much spot on with the double guard change. And as mentioned, folks, I almost certainly will film that double guard change from this side of the gate, in other words, in the yard today. Right. We've given so much attention to the other end, I think that it's only fair to say that, but for some reason, almost nobody, and I honestly mean it, because I'm constantly looking, almost nobody's approaching this horse at this end, and I can't understand why. Whereas the other one, this end, is getting a massive amount of attention. It's odd, it makes no logical sense at all as to why one would be super popular. It's not even that the other one is less popular, it's the fact that the other one's ignored. So we're now back on the other side of Vulcan. But at least it gives me a good view into the yard, which is still got people arriving through the tunnel. I think, to be honest, it's going to happen all day, possibly all the way until the 4 o'clock inspection, especially as people leave Trafalgar Square after the Chinese New Year celebrations. Ta-da! Oh, I think the next tourist is from France. She's so well dressed, she must be. Come on, look. C'est super. In fact, she could actually be a Blues and Royals, no? Maybe she's a colonel in the Blues and Royals in that outfit. Very impressive. I think I mentioned about how many people film here. The thing that's really taken me back today is how many tourists have got tripods, gimbals, GoPros, other devices that they're wandering around capturing everything with. Very interesting, because that's not particularly normal here. I think it just so happened that possibly because of the New Year celebrations that so many people want to capture everything they see when they're out and about today.
It is. You should.
What? Curious thing is, the group that were kind of surrounding the archway when we walked into the yard about 5 minutes ago are still there. They haven't even moved. People are massively admiring the horse, and we can see why, can't we? Yes, we can. Oh, she's going to get a good picture. Horsey just sort of turned and looked at her. Perfect. I'm trying to move myself back a teeny bit. I feel a bit too close. Okay, tallest tourist ever, folks, on the left. Wow. Gosh, in fact, that I think might well be the tallest lady I've ever seen in real life, in my life. She's at least 6'7". Absolutely incredible. Wow. Looking over my shoulder, still again, not one person is getting anywhere near the other horse. It's like, why? It doesn't make any sense. There's typically a 2-to-1 split, this end always being the busier. But I don't get it, I really don't. One second, let's wait for them to finish taking their pictures. Because at the moment in the yard, the police are really keeping an eye on everybody that seems to be getting very close. I don't know what's going on, whether or not an officer just arrived, but unless people are just interested in the fact that the gatesman is actually moving, officers watching something or somebody. Very interesting. What's through the door on the right? Nothing is through the door on the right. A staircase, a stairwell. Obviously it goes into the barracks, but you can't see a thing. Even if you walk around there and stick your head right through the door, there's nothing that you can see. But I get the fascination. It's kind of like, what is in there? What interesting thing could be in there? Okay, officers have got a couple reinforcements. I guess they're getting ready for the imminent change. It's very, very, very tough to decide where is a good spot to stand actually to film the change. I'm thinking instinctively, horses come out, gatesman's going to leave. I'm thinking instinctively, roughly where that chap is there in the blue coat. Yeah, I'm thinking that might be a good spot on the corner or close to it. This is only the second time that I remember in probably the last 3 months that there would have been 2 parts on 2 consecutive days. Yesterday there were 2 videos, today 2 videos, which means there's a very good chance that tomorrow there'll be no videos. But then again, I don't even know which day you're going to be watching this video on, so tomorrow is a bit of a fluid concept at this moment. Sorry. Golly gosh. That's a good idea, guys. Maybe I should get my name on the collar of my jacket. His name is Musto. London City Walks memorabilia, guys. I've actually thought about wearing something with like a logo or something in my backpack, but the only reason I don't think it's a good idea, and I honestly mean it's not a good idea, is that I find it a bit tacky, to be honest, that kind of public advertising. Horse is massively short. Okay. Squeeze ourselves through.
That one had a sword.
It's actually, to be honest, getting annoying at that end. There's just too many people coming through the gate, pushing constantly. I don't mind a bit of it, it's to be expected, but it's too much. Right, so here we are at the other end. And as I mentioned, most people are not going over to the horse. Some are, most are not. Here we are. The other thing is there's so many people who have to lift up the camera super high to go over everybody, which means then I can't talk because you won't hear me. My mouth is too far from the microphone, so it's a little bit like Yes, on y va. Oh my goodness me. What the flipperoo, guys. I'm just trying to stand somewhere, there's just too much pushing. It's not intentional, let me just emphasise that. Because of the sheer volume and numbers of people out here. Look, I just sort of go out again, like what? Line bikes. Oops. I think it's only a matter of time, probably this summer, that somebody actually will eventually faceplant the camera. Yeah, again, there's so much interest in what is happening in the stable area. Actually, wait, the officers are coming out and getting gloved up. Oh, hold on a second, that's what it is. Okay, so what's happening is everybody is very curious watching the new horse being prepared through the gate. I don't know if we can see it clearly, but the horse is already standing there. I can see so clearly that the horse is Monty. Police officer, tell him to step back. And they are pretty close, to be honest. Yeah, it's Monty. However, unless I'm missing something, he's not... Actually, whoa, actually wait, he's due out in 5 minutes. Okay, so massive, amazing Monty and Trooper is there, and the same Trooper and other horse are just behind. So any minute the gate's going to happen. Right. Zoom ourselves back. Get into a good spot, folks, before this happens. I don't mind kind of hanging around in the yard because we've got a lot of footage today. So we're going to be a few minutes on the line waiting for this changeover. But the other thing, of course, is we've got the gatesman changing too. So I think what I'm going to do is head over onto this corner, roughly. Gatesman's behind me. Here we go. Although actually, I'm just trying to think, thinking about how many people are going to come through onto the corner. Oh my god, actually I've got a better idea, guys, of where to film this, a much better idea. Let's avoid this massive annoying squash on the usual white line. This is where the trooper's telling everybody to move to. She's really on it, and what we're going to do instead is get ourselves over here. For a couple of reasons. One, we should, hopefully, I'm waiting for everybody else to trickle back first. Otherwise, they're all going to be standing right in front of me. The numbers here are flipping massive. There's not enough space physically for everybody to get behind the white line. I'm not sure what they're going to do about this corner. Let's see. I'm just kind of following the crowd back as they're told to move. Because I don't think, actually, unless they start restricting numbers in the yard, that there are, or that there is even close to enough space. Now, the reason I wanted to be here is to see what's going to happen when the gatesman leaves his post. He needs to get through this massive number of people that are, well, I mean, the trooper's really on it, isn't she? This lady trooper, as usual. She's an absolute superstar. Okay, they're still moving everybody back, but there's very little space left. Look at that. Thank God we didn't go on that side overall. Even in the corner there, the officers are having to tell everybody to make sure they're back behind the line next to the box. We've got, I would say, a good spot here. Got good visibility on everything that's going to happen during the changeover. First of all, that gatesman is going to have to get out of there somehow, past the crowd, after the new horses come out. The other thing, he's looking behind me. The tunnel's pretty busy, so I don't know how he's even going to get into it. I guess the officers are going to clear some space. We've got massive summer vibes here today, guys, just in terms of the number. If I turn the camera around, look, you see I'm not exaggerating. It's completely busy. That's where the gatesman needs to go to enter into the tunnel behind me. Madness. Good to see that the army, though, have deployed one of their best vocal female troopers to do crowd control today. Lovely light on this box. Look at this. Okay, time to open the boxes. 2 minutes, give or take, until the changeover. Got Monty coming back out, and I think, was it not Young Man? It's Monty and Young Man with the same troopers. However, their position in the stable area leads me to believe they might swap boxes. Bing bong. To be fair, the trooper did an amazing job with getting everyone behind the white line. Here we go. Actually, no. Same layout. Monty's going to be going in the same box as before. Yes. Same box as before. Oh my goodness me. Officers are really going to have to shout to clear the tunnel. Horse at the front has actually left the box and is walking around on the street. Look, here he comes. Wait for it. Where's he gone now? He's walking around at the front. Look, trooper's going to have to check on him. I'm not sure if we can see that clearly, but he is marching around at the front. He's obviously had enough. Hopefully he'll go back into the box. Meanwhile, here in the yard, waiting for that stomp from the trooper gatesman. One tourist has actually stood up on the bollards in front of the gatesman for a better view. Okay, so it went off peacefully after all. I think the other horse just got a bit excited and couldn't wait. Beautiful, beautiful light. Okay, this is the point at which things get interesting. So tell everybody to make the space in the tunnel. The gatesman hasn't yet left the archway. That's coming next. So horses are in. Let's see what happens with the gatesman. Police officers telling them all to make a space. Here he comes. Beautifully done, to be fair. He is the absolute epitome of a professional British soldier, this guy. Sorry guys if I'm panning a bit too fast, but there's no option if we want to catch it. And look at how many people are stuffed in the tunnel. Extraordinary. Both sides. Lance Corporal of Horse. Oh. Picking little bits of fluff off the trooper's cloak. This is the busiest yard so far for a changeover, I think, that I've seen this year. Good sign. Okay, I'm going to get some good footage of the troopers approaching the camera. They're going to walk into me. They won't, obviously. We zoomed in. Zoom ourselves out. No, zoomed out. Brilliant. Got quite lucky with that today, didn't we, to be honest? It's a very busy tunnel, guys, isn't it? Take a step back to make sure I'm not even close to the sword as the NCO goes past. Amazing. I just forget what a privilege it is actually to be able to film these guys at work so close up. After 2 hours on his feet, same with the chitsman. I bet the gatesman cannot wait. 2 hours off, well deserved there. Absolutely brilliant shift by him. Pleasure it's been to watch that this morning. Look at the corner, look at this, how stuffed it is. You couldn't actually fit even one more person there, even if you tried. Okay, so next up, new gatesman needs to take up his post. And then we will finish up the video with maybe 5 minutes at the front. Oh my goodness me, look at this. He hasn't yet left his post and already everyone's moving. What on earth? I don't remember seeing this before. Normally they keep it clear. Crazy. What on earth? Wow. Make way for the Kingslifeguard. Peasants. Exactly. And as if we didn't think it was busy before, I mean, just look at this now. What the flip? What on earth? Look at this, guys. Welcome to anxiety nightmare, folks. I'm just slowly, very slowly walking toward the gate because I will not be getting out very quickly, that's for sure. Utterly extraordinary morning. And I really did think that we were done with the deluge, but it's just getting heavier and heavier. My oh my. That is a real sea of people, isn't it? Both sides, folks, equally jammed. I'll be finishing up at the other end, so we're going to have a little bit of time with the lady trooper and young man. But a real little amount of time, guys. This pushing and crushing today is just mad. It's actually much worse here at Horseguards today than it was in the middle of the protest yesterday. Right, 1 second. Let's see if we can turn. Right, for the moment, that's the best I can do. We'll sort of slowly get a bit closer as people decide to leave. Scared him. Good stuff. The old man there's telling his sister to get out of the box. This trooper and this horse in part 1, folks, extensively. So we already know exactly what's going to happen if anybody steps into the box. Okay, fire. Here we go. A bit of space to actually step back, take a breath. Oh, just chap just asked, I think, well, half his son can touch the horse, and the trooper said, no, you can't. To me, what with the Spanish football team and the girl going into the archers to talk to the guard, it's been quite the part 2. I was not expecting anything that we encountered today. The only thing that has surprised me is that we haven't actually had an interesting, or lengthy interesting off-camera conversation. But these days, when it tends to be so busy, people are reluctant to hang around and chat, and I understand why. There's just too many people. And that, ladies and gents, is our finishing moment today. And the reason it's our finishing moment today is that it's been a long weekend, guys. But I will be back very soon. So from that top man, I've got a good picture of myself out of here. Back soon, people. Bye for now.